Hello, barbecue friend. Welcome to our channel, Churrasqueadas. Honestly, the recent and significant rise in meat prices has truly caught a great many people completely off guard, hasn't it? I personally went to the local butcher shop, diligently conducted some thorough price research, and carefully picked out the absolute cheapest cuts available so that we can still comfortably enjoy our beloved barbecue, because we simply cannot possibly go without such a cherished tradition, can we? For today's delightful barbecue, I have carefully brought 5 distinct cuts that are relatively much more affordable than the popular picanha, the flavorful ribeye, the tender bananina, and the versatile chuck tender. Believe it or not, even the well-known flank steak is priced about the same as these other excellent options. This here is the heart of the shoulder cut. And we also have the rib cap, which I asked my butcher friend to grind up so we can make a big burger. See how you never have to go without a barbecue? First of all, can you give us a like? It won't cost you anything, and you have no idea how much it helps our channel grow. Give us a like. You know, that little button up front, just click on it. It'll help us a lot, and I truly appreciate it. Meat prices are through the roof, right? But leave a comment about your area. What's the price of beef where you live? What is it? These ones here I paid on average 29 reais each. One was 27 and change, another was 28 and something, 29.90 and so on. But on average, it was about 29.90 per kilo. It's not exactly cheap, but if you compare it to picanha, the center cut of sirloin or ribeye, it's an amazing price, right? If the chuck center cut in your area isn't from good quality cattle, or if it's not a nice center cut, here's a good tip. Grab a bowl, put the center cut in the bowl, take that cheap beer your brother-in-law usually brings to the barbecue, and give it a good soak right here. Oh, what a spectacle, look at that. Let it truly marinate. I like to let it marinate thoroughly, already with a good generous pinch of salt, all right? Look at that, look at the smoke coming off this thing. Let it marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's enough for it to get more tender, softer, and incredibly tasty. It's amazing. For my ground beef cap, to make a really nice big burger, you add black pepper. Oh, but I don't like black pepper. All right, then just don't add it. Now for each kilo of ground beef cap, I use 1 packet of onion soup mix. Then you get your hands in there, mix it all really well until it forms a consistent mixture. Once it's well mixed and becomes homogeneous, then you take a ball, a little bigger than a tennis ball, roll it up well, right? Burger makers like to slap it like this, you know why? To get rid of the excess air, right? And at the same time, you're already shaping your big burger, see? It's a beautiful thing. You don't need to worry about the price of meat. Just use your incredible creativity and you'll undoubtedly have a truly complete and satisfying barbecue experience. Obviously, we are primarily talking about delicious beef here, right? But you can still readily find good quality chicken at a very reasonable price. And fresh fish is exceptionally affordable right now. Pork has also experienced a price increase, but certainly not as significantly as beef has. The shoulder cut, which has that fancy American name, flat iron, cut a thick steak about a finger's width. It usually has, right here in the very center, a prominent tendon that extends through the entire piece of meat. And now for our chuck steak. It's been marinating here in the beer for about 10 minutes. Since we're saving money on the barbecue, we're not using any extravagant seasonings. We're just gonna use salt. It can be a coarse salt, like this wonderfully crushed salt I'm carefully using here, or a fine salt, as long as you always use a significantly smaller amount of the fine salt, okay? It's important to remember this distinction for optimal results. For the hamburger, we're not going to use any seasoning at all. You're already saving there because the onion soup mix is already slightly salty. And for our flank steak, we'll salt it after it's grilled. Let's get it on the grill. Let's spin it around. This floating support grill of mine, look how cool. It has a fat collector here, and to make cleaning easier, you can remove the blade. And one cool thing about my floating support is that I left this side in the conventional position and this one I flipped, right? That way the fat drips straight down and creates that smoky flavor. Now I'm going to take my chuck steak and put it right here. Look! Hear that sizzle? That's a beautiful thing, man. For my flank steak, I put the fat side down, let the meat rest right here on top. Once the fat is seared, then I flip it so it cooks evenly. Now for my little shoulders, look! What a wonderful thing. Here are my little bananas and the big burgers, look. In just a bit, I'll flip them and it'll go sizzle, 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 sizzle. If you want to set up your own leisure area, a barbecue grill like ours, take advantage of the combo grill land put together. It's amazing. It's cheaper than buying everything separately. The combo set, look. It comes with the firebox, the floating support with the Argentine grill and the skewer holder, and there's more. It even has a hood. And if you use the coupon Churrascadas, you get 20% off. Wow, what more could you want? The delicious smell that's here. The cool thing about this barbecue is that you serve yourself as each cut comes off the grill. Each meat cooks at its own pace, right? This one here, for example, is the bananinha, which comes from right at the start of the sirloin, before the rib. It's a quick barbecue, right? And at a really great price. Check it out! Spectacular! It's cooked to perfection. Look how amazing this is. Wow, that's good. Look at our shoulder cut. Even the fat has gotten a nice color here, huh? And everyone says, oh, shoulder is a second-rate cut. It's tough meat. Look, just look at this. Look how tender this meat is. Look at that. Look at this perfect doneness with the fat and everything right here. Did you see the shoulder cut? Let's see which one is ready now, shall we? It's time for us to flip the flank steak. Look how beautiful, spectacular. Now, it's time to flip the fat side, since it's already fully roasted. So we're going to finish this side here. This barbecue is really great because the meats come off the grill as they're ready, each in their own time. Look at this burger, check it out. You don't even need bread, folks. Look at this, look at how amazing this burger is. See how juicy it is? Ground beef cap. Vladimir, my friend, my butcher, ground it for me. Let's take the chuck off the grill. Look at this, my friend. See, look at that, you see? Who said you can't barbecue with cheaper cuts of meat? The experts there say that there is no such thing as first-class meat or second-class meat, but the genetics and management of our cattle have improved a lot. What we have is first-class beef and second-class beef. This is chuck, folks. This is a delicious chuck steak. Come here, both of you. Damn. Frog. It has that nice beer taste, people. All that's missing is our diaper. Fraldinha is the queen of many barbecues out there. Look at this, guys. If you want to cut it long like this, look, you can cut it, no problem, right? Do you want to cut it long? Cut. Do you want to cut it crosswise like this? Cut that way too. One thing I want to point out, there's no need for you to stop having your barbecue just because of the price of picanha, ribeye, or sirloin. Did you see what an amazing barbecue we're making here? Remember that I didn't use any seasoning on the fraldinha? Now's the time. Now's the time. You take the salt, look, to make your barbecue more sophisticated. Look, 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 look. See? Any of these cuts are truly good, exceptionally good. A really good and authentic Brazilian barbecue experience is absolutely awesome. Capybara is a good companion. Capybara is a good companion. The capybara is truly a good and gentle companion, and absolutely no one can genuinely deny this fact. So, rolling then.